What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team Solemn Circus live video. It's on the left side here. We have Centurion going up against Fire King. This is going to be Fire King Azamina at the regionals. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe a lot. We are going to be seeing Centurion win the die roll here, starting off with a Trudea going up into the Premier League, going to summon himself out, activating its effect, searching for a stand-up. This is going to be at the regionals that we had mentioned. If you guys want to see any more of these decks, both players did top that regionals. Huge shout-outs to both of the boys here. So you guys want to see any of these deck lists, make sure you guys check out the channel. They are already live if you guys want to see any more of it. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as well. Helps the channel a lot. We are going to be seeing the Gargoyle going to be summoning itself out, activating the effect, making that a level 4. And we are going to be seeing a Full Ross being chained here. This is going to make it so that if we do go up into the extra deck, we're going to be drawing one card, going up into the new level 8 from Rhoda. It's going to activate the effect, searching for a copy of the Oath, and we also added back a Gargoyle. Gargoyle is going to be a really amazing card, being a level 8 dragon, letting us easily go up into the level 12 synchros, as well as going to be a bestial that we can tribute off for Lubellion. We are going to be seeing a regain going to be placed, allowing us, if any card gets banished, to essentially just draw a card, and we do activate a copy of Oath. Oath is going to allow us to place the Atri in the spell and trap card zone. We can then draw and then summon itself out and draw us a card, I should say. So we're going to be seeing itself summon out and then draw a card. And then we're going to go up into a synchro. We are thinking on this, which is very weird. I don't know what else we could have. But we're going to activate the spell. It's going to summon out the token. And then we can then synchro up into the Ox tree here, which is going to get hit with a copy of Imperm on the activation. Very nice hit. We do set one card, and then we banish to send the trap to the graveyard, and this is going to be a pass turn from us. The trap can reborn out, which is going to be pretty nice if we do go for the Legacia later on. So we're going to be seeing during the draw phase a wand to get activate the effect, and I'm going to be putting some pressure on the fact that this is no Snake Eyes. It's just using the Fire King as well as the Sinful Spoil stuff to go into either the Azamina stuff, and then we have the originals being able to summon out a Ponix, which is very, very, very nice that we have a built-in level 1 fire. Kind of lets you bridge those lines, which is very cool. You know, not needing to play the Snake Eyes stuff at all. We're going to be seeing the Ulcanix going to be normal summon, activating the effect, and we are going to be chaining an Imperm to this, but we do have the Kieran in the hand. So we're going to see Kieran going to be chained, and they're going to chain the copy of Trudea to summon herself out, turning it into a level 8 as well here. We're going to be seeing the Kieran destroying the Ulcanix, and then the Ulcanix destroying the Kieran, and then we're going to be searching for the Garunix here. So here we have a few lines that we can do. We can go Chainlink 1, the Kieran, Chainlink 2, the Ulcanix, Chainlink 3, the Garunix, and then we're going to go Chainlink 4, the stand-up to Synchro Summon Out, allowing us to go up into a level 12, being the Legacia. Now, this can potentially get popped off of the Kieran because it was destroyed when it brings back out a monster. We are going to be seeing that, so it's going to be bringing out the Ulcanix, destroying the Legacia. But we do have the trap in the graveyard that can bring it back out and then activate its effects. Then we're going to see the Garunix going to activate here after we summon out all the other bodies. And then we're going to be chaining the new Synchro from Rhoda to summon himself out. And then we're going to chain the trap as well to be able to bring out the Legacia here. And that's going to be able to trigger on the next chain to pop a card and then draw one, which is pretty nice. And so we choose to destroy an Arvada. So then Arvada can bring itself out. And we're going to be seeing Legacia destroy the Garunix. And then we're going to be summoning out the Kieran off the Arvada. And then we draw a card. And then we're asked, what do we do? What do we know here? Then we're going to go talents to take, or to rip their hand. We see an Ash and a Mourner here, as well as the Gargoyle. They're going to get rid of the Ash Blossom, keeping the Mourner and the Gargoyle in the hand. It's now going to have to play through just one Mourner. And then our guys cannot be destroyed, I believe. I don't exactly know. I'm not 100% sure on all the Centurion cards. I'm still learning the deck myself. I kind of want to pick up the cards. I don't know if it's necessarily a good pickup. I think it's definitely good if we had like more regionals, but this is going to be the last regional of the year. which is going to be allowing us to kind of play the different decks there. And Centurion is, fairly expensive right now. I would definitely not say budget, but we're going to be seeing another Wanted being sent to the graveyard for a copy of the Diabellstar. That's going to get hit with the Mourner here, and we already have the Deception, which is going to activate the effect, allowing us to kind of play through this. And they are asking, what do they do? Knowing exactly what could happen here, it's going to be pretty great. So we do send the All Connection to the graveyard to be able to search for the Hallowed Azamina. And then we're going to be activating the Hallowed, and we get to send the Deception to summon out the Silvera, I believe. Or no, we see the other one there, the Ultra. We then link away those for the Dark, and then we're going to be able to activate the effect of the Hallowed add back by putting back the Fusion. And then we get to take one of the Darks here, and it doesn't really matter which one we take. We take a copy of Trudea. And we're just going to check, so we're making sure once again that we know what the cards do. And they have just a Gargoyle left in the hand. We are going to go Hallowed Azamina, send the Origins to summon out the Negate. And then we're going to link up into our Raging Phoenix. We're going to go up into a Zelantis here. And then we're going to activate the effect to book everything and then summon back out. They're going to be seeing the Kieran destroy with the... Okay, so we just go for OTK line, and they just have enough for game. Okay. Yeah, because you have multiple pops there. You pop 2 cards because they're face down. You attack over the smallest one, then you just have game. Okay, so we did see the Fire King deck end up taking the game there. Going a little bit quick at the end, we see them skipping some steps there. You don't need to Reborn out a level 4 or a fire monster there that's going to be just linked away immediately. Both these players know each other. They play each other very frequently, and they kind of know where the deck is going to be going, especially when it's a standardized line like going up into Raging Phoenix, up into the OTK. So, we would have seen there a pop off of the Princess popping the Kieran as well as one of their cards. And then that's going to allow us to have 2 bodies on the field. We're going to summon back out. There's 2 monsters co-linked, which means we're going to pop 2 and then just be attack for game, which is going to be pretty nice. Especially because the Raging Phoenix is going to be at a higher attack due to destroying the Kieran, which is going to be a pretty big body there. But diving on to game 2, we are going to be seeing Centurion going to be able to potentially start once again. And that's the power of the Fire King cards. Being able to play during your opponent's turn and being able to dodge those cards like Imperm and stuff like that. Just being able to potentially punish the player for having a wrong read. We're going to be seeing a Lubellion going to activate the effect, letting us search for a Magnemite. And I want to mention the fact that this deck did go +3 during their turn. But unfortunately didn't see any of the Bestials there to go for a +4. We're going to be seeing the Trudea going to activate the effect, and then we're going to activate the effect of the Primula. We do Impulse that there, and then we are going to be seeing the camera being fixed. We do activate a stand-up, and that's going to be sending the Trap from the hand, going to be a little bit of a soft brick, which is not what you want to open here. We're going to be placing the Atri into the Spell and Trap card zone. The regionals was very busy, which means there was a lot of current bodies moving and stuff like that, which is why the camera kind of gets bumped off. I do want to apologize in advance. I know that is a little bit more frustrating for you guys. We're going to be seeing the Atri summon itself out, searching for a card, and then we're going to play in the spell in level 4. We're going to go up into the Searcher. We search for the Oath. Oath's going to place the Gargoyle in the Spell and Trap card zone, and then we go up into itself, summoning it and making it a level 4 with the stand-up, which is amazing that we have a ways to kind of go for level modulation here. Then we're going to be activating the effects for another stand-up into the Oxley and adding back the Gargoyle as well. And we can send the stand-up for the Gargoyle. Then we're going to be tagging out into Lubellion because it is a Dark Dragon level 6 or higher. We can then put the Regain onto the field, which is going to be quite nice. Then we place the second stand-up. And then we have an option here. We can go Magnemite on the Atri or the Gargoyle, but we're going to be losing access to both of these there. So we're going to be banishing the Gargoyle. Very crazy that we do it. And we can put it back with the Regained and draw a card, as well as being able to search off the Magnemite during the end phase here. But then we just link away up into a Seals. And we get to go end phase search, as well as the stand-up can place, or I guess auxiliary places, but we're going to be placing the Atri. And then we're going to be searching for a Druis Worm here. So now we have a Bestial, as well as the Regain bringing back out the Magnamut, and then we have a Seals, as well as the triple copies of the Centurions. We're going to be seeing a Wanted being able to search for another Diabellstar, very similar to the last game here. Then we're going to go sending the old Garunix, being a brick in the hand, for a copy of Diabellstar. Diabellstar will then activate the effect, and we are going to be chaining the Atri to summon itself out, as well as the Trudea to summon herself out as well. And we do get to draw a card off the Atri. We do place an OSS, I believe, into the spell and trap zone, and they do activate the stand up to let us synchro summon. We chain a Cosmic, paying 1,000 to essentially stop that synchro summon. That's going to be absolutely huge for the Fire King player, essentially allowing them to not synchro summon up in anymore, making the body a level 8 so they could go into a Cosmic Blazer, but essentially just stopping them in their tracks so they don't have anything else, in the hand trap or Seals lineup here. So we see OSS going to be sending the Diabellstar to summon out a Ponix. Ponix will then activate the effect here, allowing us to search for either Sanctuary or the Skyburn here. But we are asking what the cards do. So we just see a Sanctuary being searched. And we have a Bestial there to be able to banish the Diabellstar for the Druis Worm here. And they're going to activate the effect, putting back to draw a card. They're going to go battle phase, Ponix attack. They're going to chain these Seals to summon out the Gargoyle once again, and then bounce back that Ponix to the hand. We can go main phase 2, activate the Sanctuary. That's going to be placing the island onto the field, which now doesn't have any risk of being bounced back with that Seals. And we can then activate a Deception here. Deception can send another Diabellstar to search for the Hallows. This is going to allow us to get into a Omni Negate. And we have not used Regained yet, which is kind of important to mention. Like, we have not summoned back out the Magma, but at this point we don't really need to search for any more dragons. We see us go here for the Ultra, which lets us search for a Wanted. And then we're going to go Fire King Island, destroy the Ponix to allow search for a Garunix. And then Garunix will be able to trigger. And summon itself out. And then we're going to be able to destroy from the deck. Being able to destroy a Kieran here. So they're asking like what is doing what. So like the Austria is protecting the back row, and the back row is protecting the front row here. And then the Druis, yeah. It's kind of cool, like the deck protects itself, but then we mentioned like the trap cards be able to like summon back out one from the graveyard here. They're just asking questions like what you should be doing during the game. So we do pop the Atri there with the Kieran, then we're going to be able to summon out the Magnamut here because of the Regained, which can then activate the effect, allowing us to search. We bring out the Garunix, the OG one. For a second there, I thought we were going to go up into the big guy, but we ended up choosing to go for a Link 2 in the dark to go up to take the Atri there. Unfortunately, we can't draw off that. That would be pretty nutty if we could, but we're going to be seeing the Wanted put back and then draw one. And we do use now Hallow, sending the Wanted that we end up searching. It's kind of crazy that we get to search for like Wanteds, and then we get additional draws off Wanteds, like having like a +2 off of one card there. And we do go for, I think, the Ultra once again. I'm going to go up into an SP. SP will be able to banish the Synchro there. The Synchro is from the graveyard, going to then activate, bringing itself back out. And now we can't attack directly, but we're going to have all these bodies in the field. We're never going to be able to attack directly anyways. We are going to be seeing a Princess being made. And then do we bring out the Garunix and then we just go up into the XYZ to blow up the entire field? They are thinking about it there. So we are going to go up and destroying the entire field here. And then that's going to destroy everything that is not a Centurion. And we see that the Fire King player just admits defeat, realizing they have kind of just lost the game. Yeah, it's really hard to end up destroying the Centurion stuff when they're just always protecting everything else, and then like protecting themselves. Other cards, like there's so much like protection there that you have to like have a cosmic or anything else to be able to play through it. And like we did stop them from synchro summoning, but we still weren't able to clear their board, and like then they'd still be able to just go up and then, you know, essentially make their synchros during their turn. Steals is also really crazy in the deck. That's the kind of the power of the Bestials. Pack definitely made that more central, allowing people to kind of just know, oh hey, you know, we have all this protection. Oh, you know what's better than just protection? Also having battle protection, making so that your board does not get destroyed by, you know, having a Seals being able to bounce when they go into the battle phase, having the being able to force out those battle phases and making sure that you do survive is kind of crazy. Honestly, the innovation that just happened with the deck is super nice to see. You know, it was a very underrated deck that people just were playing prior, and then we saw like the ability to dodge all the Mulcharmies, which is just insanely popular right now. You know, some of the best cards. Having essentially 6 cards out of your deck, especially if you're playing like 40 cards and 15 card side deck, you'll have 6 copies of Mulcharmy at any really event, at the higher level tiers, I should say. And so like being able to play around both of those means that like they're siding out, they're going to be siding out like 6 or 3 cards there, and making so they can't put in those cards versus you, which is going to be pretty crazy. Alongside, you can just play one of the best floodgates of the game, Deck Lockdown, which is absolutely crazy if you guys have not heard of it. We are going to be diving on into game number 3 with Fire King finally going to be able to go first here. And let's see if they're going to be able to make a good enough board that Centurion will not be able to break. We're going to be seeing an Ulcanix being the normal summon, activating the effect, destroying the Garunix once again. Opening up old Garunix twice in one game is not that great. You know, it's very rough in the matchup here. We're going to be seeing a search for Ponix, and they have a Droll on Resolution. Ponix will be able to activate the effect, summoning itself out, but it will not be able to search. So you have Ponix, and then a Droll. We're going to be seeing a set 2, and then just pass on this. Very rough for the Snake Eyes. And then we're going to be seeing the Garunix going to be destroying its field, summoning itself out, because it was destroyed off the Ulcanix, unfortunately. When they normal summon out a copy of the Trudea, which can then be able to search for the stand-up. And this is just a 1-card combo. We're going to be seeing the stand-up going to be activating, discarding a Ogre, and they do chain a Cosmic on this. This is going to be very good for the Fire King player, making so that the Centurion's not going to place a bunch of cards or Synchro Summon and modulate the levels. We're going to be seeing an Oath going to be allowing us to place the Primera, and then we're going to be chaining the Skyburn on that activation of the Primera there to destroy it. Then we are going to be seeing the Trudea just going to be attacking for a little bit of life points, and we just pass turn. We are going to be seeing the Ponix summon add itself back to the hand, and then the Garunix, because it was destroyed by card effect, summoning itself out and destroying the whole entire field. Now this time we can actually destroy our opponent's field, which is kind of nice, and then we can start playing. So we're going to be seeing a Deception, going to activate the effect, sending the Garunix, and it does send, not destroy, so we will not be able to see that trigger again next turn, searching for the Hallow Azamina. The state of the game now is essentially back into turn 0, where we do have full control and our opponent has burned all through their cards. We are going to activate the Hallow Azamina to summon out going for the Ultra, which is going to on summon activate the effect. And we do chain a Mourner to this, make it so that we do not get the search. We do normal summon the opponents, and we chain a Veiler, and now our opponent has nothing, and we have one last card. This is going to make it kind of difficult for us. We're going to be beating them over with a little bit life points, and then we're going to be just attempting to kind of look at what they have. Just a Primera in the graveyard. We are going to be linking both of them away, making us take the 2000 here from the Ultra, and then we go up into a dark being able to take, and then we go up to a Princess. Prince going to summon back out, and they just admit defeat, realizing the game is going to be way too gone. So we do see Fire King Azamina end up taking the win here against Centurion. Not opening up the best, but being still very good. Exchanging those hand traps, but having too much with those sets. Droll was very good. We had the Fire King Skyburn being able to stop the cards, and the Cosmic being able to stop that field spell, which is essentially going to win us the game. Regardless, hope you're watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, see more of both of these decks. Make sure to check out their deck profiles, and over to stay safe. Peace.